What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Alex's Toy Show.
Summer Slam! Holy crap, folks. What a weekend so far. NXT in Brooklyn, NXT TakeOver in Brooklyn was amazing. Every match was just better than the next. Sasha Banks and Bayley, unbelievable. I had never actually seen a full, hour of NXT before, except for last night, and then to see it live, I'm just gonna start watching it every week. But tonight is Summer Slam predictions, and here were my Summer Slam picks, right all here. You all watched the Q&A that I put up early this morning, and I said we'd talk about it, and let's talk about it. I did poorly. Let's just say this is one of the worst pay-per-views I've ever picked in my life. I picked Orton to beat Sheamus. Sheamus won. I picked Ziggler to beat Rusev, and it turned out to be a double countout because they're fooling around with the girls outside the ring. Lana and Summer Rae, you know, they weren't even really interfering with the match. Lana came around the ringside where Ziggler was in the whatever the hell that's called. And Summer Rae comes over and she's like, "You mind your damn business," and Lana slaps her to the ground. So right away, Rusev lets the hold go, and then it takes it out to the outside of the ring, and before you know it, it's a double count out. Ziggler gets in there on the 11 count, like 10.5 count. He just didn't beat the count. So instead of having Ziggler win, it's a double count out. What else did I pick wrong here? The Primetime Players, I picked them to defend their titles, retain the titles. No, New Day brought their game, and they won. And, you know, good for them. They're playing some great heels, and they really just brought it. So I applaud them. I'll take the loss there. The next couple of matches I got right. Team Arrow versus Team Cosmic Authority, or whatever the hell they're called themselves. Stephen Amell got in there, and you know, he didn't do too bad for a non-wrestling actor. And I was telling you guys to look for Stardust's cape that looks like Mr. Sinister, and he didn't wear it. He wore this leathery cloak-looking thing. It almost looked like Batman and Stitches and something else. It looked pretty cool. I mean, I'll give him that. It totally looked cool. So do me a favor, if you were waiting to see what Stardust was looking like tonight, in reference to him looking like Mr. Sinister, just go on and Google Mr. Sinister out of the X-Men. He's got the jewel on his forehead, not really a painted face. His face is just white. He's just that's his mutant look, and he's got the cape in spindles behind him, and it's like a collar. Stardust has worn it a couple of times. You'll know what I'm talking about if you watch wrestling every week and then you look at Sinister. The match of all dragged out matches, of all storylines that have been dragged out forever. The Milkman and freaking Grizzly Adams take on Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns, and no, there was no turning on each other. I mean, there's still Raw tomorrow night, but you never know. but they did. They pulled it together. They put on one of the better matches of the night, and Ambrose and Reigns, they did a nice finisher. You know, I'd like to see them get into the they won't get into the tag division, but they would make a great tag team together. And they put on a great match with Wyatt and Lou Harper with a K. Not Luke Harper. I swear, you guys will hear it one day. The announce table. I forget who it is. I think they're all doing it. They'll say Luke Harper instead of Luke Harper. Let's see. I picked Ryback to defend, and he did. That was one of the lackluster matches of the night. I actually went down and made a sandwich, and I made it back upstairs. In time before the match ended, thankfully. Kevin Owens and Cesaro put on a fantastic match. I couldn't believe it. But in the end, Kevin Owens won, and I picked Cesaro to win that. So there's another one I got wrong. The Bellas, I picked the Bellas to win the Divas 3-team elimination. And look at Tamina taking it like a champ and just getting herself eliminated, getting her team eliminated early on. And then the Bellas and Team Paige put on a fantastic match throughout the rest of the night. And oh, what about when Nikki did the Alabama Slammer to Paige on the outside of the ring? Oh my God, I thought she killed her. I was like, oh, my honey, who's gonna read me the phone book? But she was all right, and she got back in the ring, and she brought it to who was in the, I forget who was in the ring with her at the time, and Becky Lynch came in and got the pin over Brie Bella. So that was pretty good. What did I miss? Let's just recap before I get to the two matches I want to talk about. The Bellas, I picked the Bellas to win. Team Paige won. I picked Ryback to win. I got that right. New Day won. I lost that one. Orton lost. I picked Orton to win. I picked Ziggler to win, so that's 2 more I lost. I got the Reign and Ambrose. The Reigns and Ambrose match. I got that right. I got Team Hour right. Kevin Owens and Cesaro. I got that wrong. Okay. John Cena and Seth Rollins. What a match. Now, I thought it was going to wrap up in the middle. Here's Super Cena taking the highest frog splash, higher than Eddie Guerrero has ever jumped, and he nails John Cena, Viva La Raza, and Cena just Super Cena's out, and he picks up Seth Rollins and he throws him back, and Seth Rollins kicks out and then does the same thing to Cena, and I thought it would be there. 1, 2, no, they kept going on and on and on. And Jon Stewart, host of Summer Slam, formerly of The Daily Show, comes down to the ring, and he doesn't even know what he's doing. He's in the ring with a chair, and he's like, I'm gonna do something with this chair. Oh my God, what am I gonna do with this chair? And he hits John Cena with the chair. And the ref, meanwhile, I forgot to say that the ref got knocked out of the ring. So the ref's out. And, Jon Stewart comes running down while the ref is down. And he hits Cena with the chair. And then Rollins hits the Triple H, what do you call? The pedigree on the chair. And he rolls him back over. And he's waiting for the ref to crawl back in the ring. And he counts him 1, 2, 3. And now, I'm okay. I picked Cena to win this because I thought, hello, Super Cena. They're just going to go for the record, and they're going to tie it up with Ric Flair. Now, I'm okay with Seth Rollins winning, but I am not okay with him winning by the hands of Jon Stewart. What is that bullshit? Bullshit. 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 So, we'll see what happens on Raw tomorrow. And then the final match of the night, Undertaker versus Brock Lesnar. All sorts of shit was supposed to go down. I heard rumors galore. I heard Kane was coming back. I heard Sting was going to make an appearance. I heard your mom was going to make an appearance. Not your mom. Come on. But it was a killer match. It was pretty good. It went back and forth all night long. Taker versus Brock. Undertaker's coming out to the ring. It didn't even start. He's holding his hat and he's ducking through the ropes, and Lesnar comes over and he's punching him out and shit. Oh, it was just great. It was just great. Back and forth. Lesnar's face looks like Indian war paint. Taker's looks like he's gonna die. And what happens? Nope. Another crap-ass ending. So, Brock Lesnar has the arm hold on Undertaker. And, they're rolling around in the ring, and Brock's shoulders are down. So the ref hops over, and he counts one count. One count, that was it. And, he's checking it, for the space between the shoulders and the mat. And he counts 1, and all of a sudden you hear the bell. Ding, 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 ding. And they're like, the ref gets up, and he's like, what the fuck? I didn't call them. And he's ripping apart the bell guy. And Paul Heyman's like, oh, he won. Brock Lesnar gets up. Yes, I won. And then, while referee is looking at the bell guy, and Brock Lesnar is, behind the ref. Undertaker comes up with the low blow from behind everything. Nobody sees anything, and the ref, carries on the match, and he gets the Hell's Gate, and just before Brock Lesnar passes out, he flips Undertaker the bird, and he's like, "Fuck you!" And then you see his finger go like this, and then it's dead. And then the ref, ding ding, Undertaker wins. But then, Lawler, he's calling out the replay. Not that the replay is going to do anything in wrestling, only in football and baseball. And the replay shows while Undertaker is locked up in the armbar, he taps with his free hand. But, not in the eye of the ref. Only in the eyes of everyone else. And that's why the bell announcer, listen to me, the bell guy taps the bell. But the bell guy doesn't have power to do that. So that's why the ref got all beefy. So Paul Heyman throws a fit. Undertaker leaves the ring. Paul Heyman throws a fit. And he's like, "You all saw it? This is your winner?" So, whatever. I wasn't expecting a lot out of that. It wasn't even a match I was even looking forward to seeing. I was looking forward to seeing, like, almost everything else. So, day 2 out of the craziest weekend in wrestling history. Day 3 is tomorrow, and then there's day 4, which is Tuesday, where there's Tough Enough and Total Divas. Who knows what's going on Total Divas? I can't stand Eva Marie at all. She wrestled at NXT Saturday. Got booed. She was booed from the second her music played till the second she walked out of walked back into the back room. I never seen anybody booed like that live in person ever. And I've been to a lot of shows. Boo! Oh my god, I feel bad. She wrestled Carmella Saturday night. But also, they're wrapping up Tough Enough. Josh and ZZ. We all know ZZ's wrestling abilities. He's not a bad wrestler, but he doesn't. I always felt from day one he doesn't have the endurance to go on, and he's definitely not better than Josh. The only thing ZZ has really is the fan vote. Now I'm hoping the fans wake up come Tuesday because Josh deserves to win this. The girls have come down to Sarah, my friend Sarah. I've been tweeting her every week. And Amanda. Now, Amanda, if you pay attention, if you've been watching Tough Enough, Amanda has lost twice already. Except for The Miz. The Miz saved her the first week, and then instead of on the very next week, he had called her out to the bottom 3, but then changed his mind. Oh no, I'm going to call out Chelsea instead, or Tanner or somebody. I think it was the week Chelsea went home. So I'm like, what the fuck, Miz? Put it back in your pants. So, I don't think Chelsea was your winner. I don't think Gigi was your winner, but she didn't deserve to go before Amanda. And my pick is going to be Sarah, the way I've been calling it from weeks ago when this started. Sarah is going to win this. It's going to be Sarah and Josh going to wherever the contracts take them. I don't even know where the contracts take them. Is it NXT? It could be the WWE. I don't even know. I need to go watch the replay. I need another sandwich. I'm out of Pepsi. Like this video, leave me a comment, and subscribe for more.